Yes, lecturer.
Okay, let me clarify with you a little bit. Maybe I confused. I have you presented the material that I just asked you to do last week already or not yet? About the place, strategic place that you should choose here. Can you see my screen?
Yes, like we can see it.
Yes, this one you already talked to the whole class or not yet? I
Not
remember
yet.
that yes, I remember I asked you to do the homework on this. Sorry. So can we just start with group one, sharing your ideas in terms of these scenarios, okay? Yeah, suppose that we have the international company here, the Pizza Hut company, and then they would like to expand more branches in Cambodia. So which location would you recommend, and why do you recommend those areas to them? Can I just start with can we just start with group one to share your ideas to the whole class a little bit in term of this scenario.
Yes, teacher. Yes.
Okay, so let's share your screen then. Okay, and then I stop sharing, and then you can share your screen, and then we are happy to listen to your ideas, especially for your recommendation and also your rationale beyond or the reasons why you decided to recommend some of the area for some of the international company. Yeah.
Yes, teacher. So, good evening, teacher, and good evening, everyone. So we are from group one. We have 7 members, and we are going to present about the location choice in Cambodia for Pizza Hut to open or to invest in. So next slide, please. So before jumping to the specific place, actually you can already see in the slide, but I want to give a really short background of Pizza Hut. So Pizza Hut is a kind of fast food type, and it's an American brand restaurant that has been investing in many countries. In terms of location choice to open this fast food restaurant in Cambodia, we actually choose Bang Kong. We actually discuss a lot of other places too, like not only in Phnom Penh but also in other provinces like Siem Reap or other provinces too. But we still choose Bukit Kong based on the 7 approaches that you can see in the slide. The 7 approaches, Bukit Kong is still not the best place, but it is actually the most satisfactory place to open such business. So as we observe, you can see in the first point, it is about the profit and margin, and we're looking for the long-term profit and margin. So that's when we started to look at the customer type, the demand, which will contribute to how long we can stand on the business. So as a group, we observe that Bukit Kong is a crowded place. There are a lot of people, including tourists, both foreign and local tourists, and elite class gathering. High profit workers also work around that place, and it is a destination that has a lot of fast food restaurants. As if you were to be if you were to go there, you would already see that how many fast food restaurants there, including some burger or other fast food. So pizza is also a kind of fast food too. So that's why we believe that putting Pizza Hut in that area is the best because we will ensure the long-term profit based on the customer demand, and which mostly tourists and the friend gathering. Not to mention, pizza is not a kind of consumer good. I think it's a luxury good because it is expensive and we don't really consume it every day or even every week. We only eat it only when we have a some special occasion like group gathering, meeting, or most likely when they have special discount. So putting Pizza Hut in Bangkok, Kong, a crowded area full of traveling or tourist people, we believe that we can seek for a long-term margin or profit from there. Um, Secondly, is kind of the competitive ness. So should we acknowledge that Bang King Kong has a lot of fast food restaurants and there are also a lot of pizza restaurants as well. But um, so we have a disadvantage in terms of the level of competitiveness with other pizza brands, but we still can use this kind of competitiveness to improve our goods through marketing, decoration, or other promotion to catch the attention of those who go there for pizza. But we might have to work a lot on that. That's why we have a disadvantage at this one. The third point is the cost of location, including the rental costs like land, building, and other expense like security or something. So Bangkok Kong is not a cheap place. It is a business place. So, but if we can earn a lot, we can make a lot of profit and margin in the long term. I think that this may not be a problem because if we were to think about it, if we were to invest in other place that is cheaper or much cheaper, but we don't earn much, then this one is still a problem. So the fourth point is the public eye to increase the level of branding or marketing of the Pizza Hut. So, as I mentioned, King Kong is a crowded place, having a lot of fast food restaurants. So we can say that we have an advantage in this point. We might attract a lot of people to see and to be seen, to see our products, and it is also easier for us to run any marketing campaign to promote the brand as well, since there are a lot of people in that area. For the fifth point, it is about the security. I think we were asking in our group, is it safe for a restaurant to run there? So far we think that there's not a problem in terms of security, not much. Actually, Bangkok Kong is a safe place. We can assume that customer can enjoy their food without worrying about a robbery or gunshot something at the moment. Bangkok Kong also a crowded place, so the authority also work to prevent any bad events to happen easily as well. That's what we assume. So for the sixth point, the cost of input delivery. So with this point, mostly we are not sure if the main ingredient, like the main ingredient of pizza, is available here in our local market, or they import it from the other country, like the main country, the U.S. But if it's the case, Bangkok Kong is still in Phnom Penh and the airport is also in Phnom Penh, so it will not be a problem for the delivery cost. We don't have to cost it doesn't cost much to have a lot of steps to deliver. And for the other like fresh ingredients like vegetable or something, Bangkok Kong market is also a place that is the nearest as well. So we also have the advantage of this point. And the last point, the seventh point, is about the environment. So the public goods here refer to the advantage that we can use or extract from other available public goods there in that area. So as I mentioned, it is full of fast food type of restaurants, a lot of movement of people, including many foreign tourists. So the environment is also safe. So it is not too toxic, like for a restaurant to be like being next to any factory with pollution or something. So it is still better. So we can say that the environment is beneficial for the company or Pizza Hut to invest in. So based on these seven approaches, Wen King Kong is the most satisfactory to open. However, not the best, but it is the most satisfactory. And and this marks the end of the presentation of our group. So thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, May, and also the group members. The members, are there any ideas to be added to this?
Teacher,
Okay,
actually we have discussed. Yeah, we have discussed together and put up the slide, so we contribute to this 7 point of idea. Teacher.
Okay, that sounds good. That sounds good. Then here, are there any questions from our listener regarding to this company? And then the group decided to choose the Banking Kong as the strategic place or the strategic area for Diamond. Are there any questions or are there any doubts needs to be clarified? Okay, so a very quick question from me, James. I believe that, okay, more or less I agree with your ideas for the locations, but just I don't know whether have you think about the competitors inside that area into your considerations?
Yes, teacher, we did.
Okay. Can you just understand further how can you going to compete with those competitors in that area?
Yes, teacher. Actually, we did discuss about the competitiveness with other brands. Like in Burger King, there are a lot of pizza brands, but we believe that it is a kind of fast food that people don't consume every day. So through competition, we might actually have to work a lot on that. And I also mentioned in my presentation, like it is not an advantage we can get, but that's why it is not a perfect place, but it is the most satisfactory because the other point seems to give us the advantage. But competitive competitiveness we can get the benefit through which like we try to improve our branding like marketing or something so that we can compete with others.
Okay, I see this. Okay, thank you so much for group one and also for your efforts. Well done. Can we just move to group two? Uh, Group two will discuss with you about the H&M company, okay, and the same concept, which location that H&M company should open the branches, okay, in Cambodia. So the floor is yours, group two.
Can you hear me, Chair? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Yes.
So, good evening, teacher, and good evening, everyone. My name is Chantibadam, and our group two, we have 7 members: Rithiraj, me, Samnang, Kwang, Sunhua, Sitikun, and Sanasa. So, our scenario is opening H&M company branches in Cambodia. So, this one we focus on the factory instead. So the most suitable area we can find to open the factory is Phnom Penh Special Economic Zone. So firstly, the local output, the local input. So as you may know, factory they require a lot of labor force. So when they open near Phnom Penh is near the center of Cambodia, so there are many provinces nearby, so they can recruit more people to work in the factory because a lot of the majority of factory worker, garment worker, they come from the center province of Cambodia. And secondly, local demand. So as you may know, Cambodian people, uh, usually teenager, they like to buy a lot of clothes. And H&M, they sell not that pricey clothes, but low to medium price clothes, which will make it more attractive to the local consumer. And also, H&M is a foreign product, a foreign brand, so it will make the more aligned to buy it. And thirdly, transfer input. So in factory, they need material from overseas, and the material from overseas can be shipped into Phnom Penh Special Economic Zone from Sihanoukville Port. And currently, we are building the new highway road, so the supply chain will be strong, uh, will not be lacked because the quality of road is good, and once you get upgrade into the highway, the time to deliver the material will be cut down. And finally, outside demand. So Cambodia is the biggest Cambodia biggest exporter is garment and apparel. So H&M fall into the category. And Cambodia also export those. So the demand will be high because a lot of Cambodia product like clothes are selling abroad, like Adidas, like Nike, like other brands. So which means that the outside demand and the local demand will be high as well. Thank you, Chair. That is from our group, Chair.
Okay, I seem short enough then. Okay, are there any ideas to be added for this group? The group members, do you have any additional ideas or you agree with Udang? Okay, I seem there's no additional ideas, so can I just check whether we have any question from our listener in terms of the H&M company, and then the group decided to choose the Phnom Penh Special Economic Zones. Okay, so let me have a very big questions to you. The local inputs, of course, there are several inputs that are several inputs that can be used for the closest productions. And let's say in the simple terms, there are labors and capitals, okay, and also the raw materials, I suppose that. And then the labor, that's of course, we can find it easily in Cambodia because we have the labor abundant resources in Cambodia. Can you just elaborate a little bit further? How can you going to have the raw materials at your special economic zones? Geographically, I think it's a little bit hard to do that. But let listen to your ideas in terms of the raw materials.
Yes, Chair.
Like a fabric, like a color, for example. Okay.
Yes, Chair. So for clothes factory, they require a lot of fabric. They require a lot of clothes, tag or something. So usually it is shipped from Hong Kong or some other places to Sihanoukville port, and then they ship from there into the special economic zone. Because currently at Phnom Penh special economic zone, there are more clothes factory that also do the same practice, and their supply chain never lags behind. Always have raw material to produce clothes for local and outside demand.
So why don't you choose the Sihanoukville Special Economic Zone rather than the Phnom Penh Special Economic Zones? Then
I choose Phnom Penh Special Economic Zone because it is closer to the market. Because the market for this type of product is usually in the supermarket or other concentrated area. If I choose to be in Sihanoukville, what if something happened to the road and cut off the way to transfer the supply to put in the market? So the so the income will be lost. But here at Phnom Penh Special Economic Zone, it is closer to the market. So what if something happened to the road, or it have something that makes the supply chain lag? Whatever happened, we still have some stock that will be sell. Once we finish those stock, the road might get fixed and the supply chain can resume. That is why I choose Phnom Penh.
okay, I see your ideas. Okay. Yeah, it's okay. Then. Okay, let me ask another. The very last question. Are there any questions from the listener? I don't know. When we have the presentations, all the classmates seem to be very quiet. I don't know what is happening, or maybe you feel very enjoyable with the presentation, or yeah. Maybe I can pick up several people in this group, and then Not only asking the question, but asking the opinions that our friend just illustrated or stated. Okay, just kidding. Eh? Just be cautious with your friend ideas too, okay? And then you might also have a discussion on this too. Okay, can I just move to the next group, group 3?
Yes, teacher. Wait, teacher.
Oh, shall we wait you, group 3? Shall we
Teacher,
wait?
my friend is going to share his screen with teacher.
Okay, okay. I'm waiting. Thank you.
Yeah, so good. Uh, I'm going to start presenting now, teacher. So we are from.
Yes, we can see your screens.
Next slide, please. Wait. Okay. Hear me now, everyone.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. Sorry. So before jump into um the exact location that we are going to open branches in Cambodia, I would like to introduce you guys about the feature of 7-Eleven. Next slide, please. So the future of 7-Eleven, 7-Eleven operated by CP, Co-Ltd, open 24 hour out of 7 days, accessible for people both day and night. And they offer international snack, beverage, ready-to-eat food items, a selection of tolerary um, and household item, and it also boosts local economy. At least 90% of local employees will benefit from the store opening, and it also comprises at least 50% of local made products. It plan to open 7 stores this year, invest in around 700 to 1,000 outlets, and they also offer selling franchise Cambodian foreigners after reaching 1,000 outlets, and they also have a offering to introduce a number of Cambodian products. Next slide, please. Okay, next slide. The previous picture that we show you, it actually um, cooperated with PTT company, and but the exact location that we have discussed it and about to open the first branch is in Bangkok area, because it is the suitable place for 7-Eleven to open mainly due to um, eight reason. The first reason is that about the commune or neighborhood service establishment. It is because Bangkok area there are various types of buildings such as Eden Garden Community, Calendar Mall, offices, Ministry of Defense condo, and so forth, and as well as many other workers also. And the rental fee maintaining the about the rental fee, maintaining the building fee, and utility fee, such as water and electricity supply, is cheaper than other areas such as Bangkok Kong areas, riverside areas, Kapat areas, and many more urbanized area. Because Bangkok, it is also an urban area, but it's kinda the newest area that uh, after those areas I mentioned above. And for the cultural areas level of a neighborhood, it is because those who, based on our discussion, those who live in the area, uh, the area has been under extensive development processes, where many tall skyscrapers and gate community are being constructed also, and therefore it could be assumed that the area is developed to suit people with a high standard of living and income. And so for this reason, it would be a preferable strategy for 7-Eleven position. And about the accessibility, the area is the best location to open a store because it has a big space that allows the store to keep for parking, and the parking is also because the parking is also a key component in attracting customer to your shop. So the and not to mention the traffic in this area can be considered to be good as well, because it is good for people to travel. And be, because there are a lot of people travel over that area, the traffic is also good, plus with the big space for parking make it can make people feel accessible. So it is the recommended location for open 7-Eleven. And for yes parking, it is given the spacious areas and great community. Customer are able to find easy parking spaces due to easy parking space. This add to the customer shopping experience for necessity, and this also enhance the likeliness of them coming back not only because of the easy parking access but the affordable pricings. And for the security, the areas is currently developed with high office building and high-end stores. So the areas is fully guided by the security guard and includes security systems such as camera, CCTV, and alarm system. Also, security lighting to protect the business and prevent robbery as well. And within this reason for 7-Eleven to open there, it could also take advantage of the existing security system that was already secure there. And about the community itself, Bangkok areas is surrounded by commercial buildings, offices, condominiums, houses, markets. Uh, it is a great community where people have already adapted to a modern and convenient lifestyle. So, for example, office workers who are working nearby always need convenient and prepare food or beverages for their breakfast, lunch, or brunch, and 7-Eleven offer those service those services, which is a win-win for both customers and 7-Eleven itself. And that is all from our group. Thank you everyone for listening.
Okay, thank you so much for your presentations. Are there any question or additional ideas you wish to add?
I think I want to add on some part of the area lecture.
Yes, please.
Can someone share the slide, please? Go to the map slide. Yes, yes, that one. About this web, as you can see here, it is actually showing the locations of the 7-Eleven store that they plan to open. And there are also 2 stores that they have already opened as well. So the one in the middle is the first branch that they just opened, and the second, and the one above the middle one is actually the second branch of 7-Eleven. And the one lower is actually the third branch that they plan to open, but they haven't planned yet. So based on the location that they have opened, we can see that 7-Eleven seems to plan to open in a suburban area. This is their strategy to open or to choose the locations for their shop. However, we think that the reasons why they choose to open in the suburban area because they try to um, increase their brand image in Cambodia, especially in the suburban area where people are still not really aware of their brand yet. Even they are the international brand. So basically, they try to raise awareness as much as they can, and then they will actually open in the urban area. such as Bangkok area or Tukok area as well as Tutumbung area or Bangkok area. So basically, this is what their business plan or business strategy. And they also try to cooperate with the PPT gas stations, which is the Thai brand gas stations, because 7-Eleven in Cambodia here, it was operated by the CP All Cambodia, which is a company from Thailand that also operate the 7-Eleven in Thailand as well. So that's basically they cooperate with the Thai businesses. And also move on to the another map slide. Uh, just this one. So basically, this is the map of the Bangkok area, as you can see here. And uh, just like you see in the pictures, there's a lot of commercial buildings, office buildings, schools, condominiums, and also malls like Eden Garden Mall, and also like Jimong Tower, and houses and residents. So basically, it's a really great community, a potential community for 7-Eleven to open in the future, because the people who live there has a very high has a very high standard of living, and they like a convenience and easy lifestyle. So basically, 7-Eleven would be the best fit for this community. Yes, this is the end for me. I think um, I think yeah, this is the end lecture.
Okay, thank you Kim for your additional ideas on this. Yeah, to me, I'm very curious about the Tifty. I don't know whether I pronounced the store correctly. Tiffy or Tifty. I think it's already attached with the PTT gas stations. What happened to this company? Have you discovered this too?
Um, well, I have to be honest with you, I haven't discovered about this, but I think they are all the same Thai brands. So basically, as 7-Eleven came into Cambodian market, PTT also replaced it with the 7-Eleven as well. They try to cooperate with each other because basically they are the same Thai brands.
Okay, I see this. Okay. Yeah, I'm just thinking. I'm just curious. Maybe they are the same owners about the 7-Eleven and the Tifties. I haven't discovered the owner of the Tifty yet, so maybe they are the same. I don't know. Otherwise, they will be competing together within the PTT gas stations. Okay, but it's all right then. Are there any questions from the listener? Maybe no. Okay, can we just move to the next group number 4? Group number 4 going to discuss with the McDonald company. Okay, we have learned with the Pizza Hut already and H&M already, and also 7-Eleven. So now we move to McDonald's. Okay. Yeah, the floor is yours. Okay, you can start.
Okay, thank you. So, good evening, lecturer and everyone. We are from Group 4, and our today topic is related to the location decision of McDonald's. So the topic is that we suppose that McDonald's company would like to open branches in Cambodia. Which location would recommend and why recommend those location? So here's our group member. We have Anmani, Adeline, Lee. How Lisicita, Numarkot, and Srevichmin. Okay, and here's next slide, please. So here's our content. We have the introduction. Secondly, we like where should McDonald's located? These three are the recommended location, and lastly is the conclusion. So now we begin with the introduction. We're briefly talking about McDonald's. Next slide, please. So McDonald's is an American fast food company that founded in 1940. It is best known for its hamburger, cheese hamburger, French fries, chicken product, breakfast items, soft drink, and dessert. And it is very popular until now, and there are 122 countries which McDonald's is located in, with the initial franchise fee is $45,000 US dollars. And McDonald's do research like deeply before they decided to open new branches in each country, and those include the location requirement, facility consideration, and financial requirement. Okay, so today we would like to express our opinion for what like where McDonald's should be located if they open new branches in Cambodia. Okay, so now let's see our first recommended location. It is the shopping mall. So next slide, please. Okay, so we choose shopping mall because it is a business site, and of course, McDonald's itself mentioned that they look for the best location to provide customer with convenience in the marketplace. Shopping mall is recognized as the marketplace where buyer and seller could interact with one another. And in Cambodia, we have a lot of malls such as Aeon Mall, the Heritage Walk, Eden Garden Mall, and others mall that offer the satisfaction to both local residents and foreigners in terms of goods and services. So within the shopping mall, there's a lot of suppliers of various goods, and it is like the shopping center where people could find and buy anything if they want. And the fact that McDonald's looking for the potential and success places before they started to open their new branches. So now let me raise an example, or I just pick up Aeon Mall, Sansok City, as the location that McDonald's is going to build a new brand there. Okay, so if looking into the plan and development of Aeon Mall, like they have the high expectation in technology evolution, the rapid change of lifestyle, and the provision of opportunity and experience in standard and high quality in goods and services to all the consumer. And also it contain like as we can say in Aeon Mall, Sansok City, like it has modern technology, luxury brands, high quality goods, like foreign import goods and services, and so on, which attract people in this modern era. Also, we noticed that it is the potential and successful mall since it first opened in Cambodia in 2014 and already has two branches until now, and also are planning to open the third branches in the capital city of Cambodia too. So it is the best location for a business location as McDonald's. And along with this argument, there would be a question asking that are related to the competition among fast food companies since they also Burger King, Domino Pizza, and other fast food company that located in the common place within the shopping mall. So according to the research, if those fast food companies located in the common in the same place, it is not a big deal. Still, those companies could like stable their benefits while compete with one another. And in case McDonald's really open in the shopping mall, of course it would like open in the same place with those fast food company, and like as I said earlier, it doesn't matter because according to the economists, they saying that all those fast food company like they having business together, but it would lead to the increase in business overall. It is like a share benefit if they located in the like fast food center in the common place, people rather choose one among them than going to somewhere else. So if not, so like between McDonald's and Burger King, if like they choose one of them, they not like they rather choose one among them than going to somewhere else. And that I put on the slide, the stability in competition. You guys can go further research on. I get it from Harold Hall telling he's the scholar, and the article "Stability in Competition" is in his article, the Economic Journal in 1929. Yes. So these are the arguments that support the evidence that McDonald's should locate it in the shopping mall. And next, a recommended location is the airport. So next slide, please. Okay, so basically, mall and push street location are already everywhere. So the shop owner could switch to the airport destination as their preferred location. Airport has several interesting features that we should look at for open business, taking leverage of airports to expand the business. Okay, so since the location plays a crucial part of the business, airports are becoming the new target location because airports are visible and accessible enough for both local and foreign customers, and it will be able to attract international high football customers. Not only that, airports are a great platform for the McDonald's brand to give their customer an overall experience of luxury, elegance, and thereby make a great brand name to expand more. Also, the high returns of the airport restaurant compared to a restaurant in a city area. Opening a restaurant at an airport could cost a higher share of your investment, especially for inventory, staff, and rental. And um, about the less competition, because there would be some limitation at an airport in terms of allowing only a few brand restaurants to open inside the place, and there is less competition for the brands who are already well known to the international consumer like McDonald's. And lastly, if we look into the purchasing power at the airports are the captive markets, because airports with high spend consumer or passenger result to be a good restaurant destination. So our next teammate would talking about will be talking about the third recommended location. Thank you.
Um, yes, thank you. So the third recommended location would be the business district. So here actually my teammate have explained a lot regarding in the first location. So I will just make it short. So business district is just we know that it is the busiest part of the town, part of the city. So it is a perfect location for the restaurant, and then due to its the large flow of the people every day they travel around the business district. So we expecting that there will be actually here there was four criteria that we would look at in choosing the location. So first one is the demand, right? So as I said, there will be a large flow of the people, so the demand must be high. And then the second is that the purchasing power. So since it is in a business district, we would say that the purchasing power of the people are also strong, because we would expecting that there will be its customer are working class business persons and the middle class. So they have the purchasing power to buy the McDonald foods. So the third one would be the competitiveness. So here is that despite it is strong competitiveness, we we believe in the McDonald brand name. So it's just like what my team mentioned about uh, uh, the sustainability in competition. Sorry, I forgot the term. So yeah, so we believe that McDonald brand name would be it was the most famous one, and then despite let's say in Bangkok area there will be um, um, Charles Juniors, Burger King, KFC. So they was all located like very near with one another, but we still believe that if uh, due to the McDonald's brand name, so people would choose McDonald's, and then it's not just Cambodia case, right? If McDonald's happen to be open in Cambodia, but actually in other country they are the rival, the most there was main competitors. So we still think that the competitive uh, here is strong, but it's also a advantage for McDonald's as well. So the last one is the accessibility. It's of course it is good because everything was available in the business district, so people they can go and grab the food and then like very easy. So and then so what is the potential location what we consider as a business district in Cambodia would be Bangkok district, to the Pung district, the riverside, and then the Kandon Peng also a great locations for McDonald's to open its restaurant. Yes. So next slide, please. So okay, so I just make a quick conclude about our presentation. So as I said, McDonald's have a very high famous brand name. So and then they also have a very strict uh, criteria in choosing their location. So, so what we came out, such as the shopping malls, airport, and business district would be the first criteria, the first choice that McDonald's uh, would open its restaurant. And yeah, so it would be the first thing they would look at in opening their restaurant. So this is the end of our presentations. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you so much for McDonald Group. Are there any questions for your friends? And also, are there any additional ideas that you would like to add up into this presentations?
I'm the member of the team as well, like, and I think we already include all the information we have discussed about the opening McDonald's shops in Cambodia, and has mentioned the three main path is the business district, airport, and the shopping mall. Like, so I think that could be it.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I'm really curious about your strategies when you discussing about the McDonald's and the Burger King when they are close to each other. I don't know how can you maintain your how can you maintain that in how can I say this? How can you compete with the one who close to you? Of course, I asked these questions to the previous group too, but I don't know whether this group has the same ideas or you have the other strategies in order to place it together next to each other like this. I like the previous question. So like the previous, like the first group we discussed with the Pizza Hut company, and then we discussed about some of the competitors that already exist in the market. So I don't know whether you agree with group one or you have the other ideas beside this.
Yes, lecturer, I would like to answer the question. So, yes, that is I think it's a good question. So why we still choosing when there was a lot of competitors around, and then I think it's quite normal for the competitor, they choose the location that just next to each other. So I think more than the competitiveness that we would look at, but we prefer to see like what is the advantage over that competitiveness. So let's say why we choose Bangkok as a location. So if you look around, there was a lot of restaurant, of course, but we also see that location as an advantage. It is in the city centers. I also mentioned about the purchasing power of the people, and then like who are going to that area. So we believe that these are the advantage that why we choose to put our restaurant in that location. So it is not it is different from the previous group about the 7-Eleven because 7-Eleven is a convenience store. So it's basically the goods, the products in the store is more or less affordable for the majority of the people. So I think everyone they can just go and then they buy, but these for these international fast food chains restaurant, the cost of their product is not cheap. So rather than we seeing the competitors around, we would see more about the purchasing power of the people and then the flow of the people and who is their target customer. So yes, so that's probably my answer. So if my group member have other answer, feel free to add. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Helm, for your ideas. Okay, if you don't have any further concern or questions, can we just pause a little bit and then we can resume our class after that? Okay, so can I just discuss with you a little bit? Can we just have the break for only 10 minutes and then we resume our class and then we finish a little bit early, okay? Hello.
How many
Yes,
minutes,
teacher.
sir?
Okay. So just please have a break for 10 minutes and then we will resume by 7:05, okay? And then we will finish our class a bit early, okay? Yep. Okay, so thank you, take a good rest and be ready for the next two group, okay? Yep. Okay. Okay, thank you. See you in next 10 minutes, okay? Okay. See you.